Good morning, children. The lesson today is we and our environment. What is environment basically? Environment is the surrounding all around us on which all living organisms depend. That is everything that surrounds the earth. Environment क्या है? Environment जो कुछ भी हमारे अगल बगल है, जिसके जैसे हवा है, पानी है, जिसके हेल्प से सब कुछ जिंदा रहता है, इंसान, पेड़ पौधे इत्यादि, उसको कहते हैं एनवायरनमेंट। एनवायरनमेंट है एक दो फ्रेंच शब्दों से, एनवायरन जिसका मतलब होता है टू सराउंड, एंड एनवायरनमेंट मीन्स ऑल दैट सराउंड्स द अर्थ। नाउ एनवायरनमेंट इज ऑफ टू टाइप्स, ह्यूमन में man made and natural. Environment today is of two types. One is man made and one is natural. Now this is the natural environment. Mountains, rivers, trees. This is natural. This is something that has been created by God and not by man. This is a man made environment. Huge buildings. This is done only with the help of man's intellect and man's technology. Now, environment, natural environment here you can see is living organisms in the biosphere, air, water. Now, this is man-made, buildings, parks, industries, classrooms, religion, community. All this is human environment. This is natural environment, this is man-made environment, and this is the human environment. So environment can basically be divided into three groups: natural environment, man-made environment, and human environment. Natural environment again can be divided into three parts: lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. Lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. That is, this is the component of the environment. Now, before we proceed any further, our environment can be divided into two parts: biotic and abiotic. Environment is of two components, biotic and abiotic. Biotic includes all living beings. Biotic environment includes all living beings, example plants and animals. Abiotic includes all non-living things, example air and water. So the main component of any environment is biotic, which means living things, and abiotic, which means non-living things. Now, as far as environment is concerned, or the physical environment, which contains the biosphere, which has got matter and energy. Now today, first of all we will understand lithosphere. What does the word lithosphere mean? It is made of two words, lithos and sphere. Lithos means rocks. The meaning of lithosphere means rock, which means that it is the hard or the topmost layer of the earth. The solid crust of the earth is known as the lithosphere. The outer crust of the earth is known as the lithosphere, and it is very important, and it is an important reservoir of all minerals or natural resources. Like minerals is there, fuel is there, petroleum is there. All this is found in the lithosphere. Is that clear? So you have to remember that environment is made up of two parts, biotic and abiotic, and lithosphere is is the topmost layer of the earth. Then there is hydrosphere and biosphere, but the most important is lithosphere, which we have done today, which means the topmost layer. Lithosphere is made up of two words. Lithos means rocks, which is the topmost layer, which is the source of all mineral wealth. It is the source of fuel, and it provides nutrients to the plants. Thank you. Good morning, children. In our last class, we learned about lithosphere, that is the rock or the topmost layer of the earth, under which we have all the minerals which are life supporting system for the plants, and hydrosphere, that 3/4 of the earth has got water, out of which very little is useful. Today we are going to learn about atmosphere. In simple language, the air around us is atmosphere. It is this layer which protects us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. And it is this layer which makes life possible on this earth, because it has got oxygen and carbon dioxide, which is useful for plants. And this layer makes it possible for all living beings to live on this earth. Children, आज हम एटमॉस्फेयर के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. एटमॉस्फेयर वो लेयर है, एयर की लेयर है, जो हमारे चारों तरफ है, और ये एटमॉस्फेयर सूरज की अल्ट्रावायलेट रेज को हमारे तक पहुंचने से, ओजोन लेयर्स को उसका एक कवर बनती है, अल्ट्रावायलेट रेज को यहाँ तक पहुंचाती है. यहाँ पर राइट टेम्परेचर है. Good morning, children. In the last lesson, we learned about lithosphere and hydrosphere, that is the two layers of the earth where we have all the minerals and water, which is very essential for life. Today, we are going to learn about atmosphere. Atmosphere is the air around us, and it is like a blanket around the earth because it holds everything by its gravity. Then it also protects the ultraviolet rays of the sun and from